to put some more dry.
Hi garden friends. In today's video we're going to look at the cold composting method. I'm going to show you my geo bin. We're going to turn over the compost and see what's been brewing in there over the past 6 to 8 months since I've turned it over. That's cold composting. Let's dig in. So here's my basic setup. You see the trash can? This is where I keep my brown stuff. So raked leaves, and this is stuff from the garden beds that died. You can see a seed pod in here, and then lots of leaves, and that's the brown stuff. This is my geo bin. So when I come out and drop my vegetable scraps and dead flowers and such into the geo bin, then I just open the can and drop the brown in. Okay, so easy. Love the geo bin. I've been using it for years. So easy. And the size you see is just the size that I have it. It's expandable. I'll show you in a moment. But this is the size that I have it, and it's not perfectly round because I don't try to balance it when I fill it. So I do put some, this is like a lawn bag that I tore up, and put that on top. When it rains especially, I like to keep something on top so it doesn't get completely soaked. You can see a layer of leaves on top of whatever I dropped in there the other day. Oh, that looks like peas. Pea plant that I pulled up. Here's some vegetable scraps. Compost! Let's get in there. Mmm, so yummy. If you're a worm right now, you're like, mmm, future meal. We're going to take the geo bin apart and move it over here. You'll see that turning your compost over with a geo bin is very easy because you can take the bin apart. It's held together by these little clips. They're like keys, and see where that is there, and then you just pull that out of the hole. It's as easy as that, and there's several keys. I'll go through and take them all out, and we'll look at the bin. Here's my compost curious cat. His name is Covey. Okay, so all you have to do is unwind to an extent. Ugh, look what's composting. It's my cat. Oh, we had an avocado trying to grow. Fascinating. Okay. On Covey, I'm going to move the compost. And then you can set this up as large as you want. I always set it up smaller to start because if it's this big, it just takes so long to fill the entire bottom. So I like it rather small. You just get it, set it to the size that you want, line up the holes, and put the keys back in. Oops. There you go. If you're not using the cold composting method, then you're measuring the temperature during the active phase and turning your compost accordingly. Pretty frequently, actually. So in the cold composting method, you're just layering the green and brown and leaving it undisturbed for maybe a year. I don't usually go that long. I usually turn it at about 6 to 8 months. So what I do is I store my food scraps in the refrigerator in a box. And when that box is full, I bring it out, dump it in the compost, and then I go to my handy trash can full of browns and add a layer of brown. The ratio is 25 to 30 brown to 1 green. Okay? So I try to keep that ratio going as I layer. And then you just layer and leave it. And then after a year, or as I do 6 to 8 months, go ahead and turn it over. So we're gonna take a look. You've already seen the top layer, which I did that the other day, just tossed that green stuff in there the other day. But we're going to turn the whole thing over into the bin and look at what we've got on the bottom. That's what I'm looking for. You should be able to see like some actual done finished compost on the bottom, and then watch it in its different stages as we go through the pile. So let's see. Oh my gosh, there's something already composting. Covey, I need my compost bin. Come on, out of here. Ooh, okay. Oh my. Hello, wormies. So this is what's happening in here right now. And you know what? It smells good. It does not smell bad at all. Ooh, it's teeming with life. Here we go. I want you to see this. Yes, it's teeming with life. We can't see all the microbes and stuff, but they're in there, I assure you. Because these guys are hard at work breaking this down. So this is not first phase stuff, okay? Because the first phase is just microbes. These guys are breaking it down a little further. Yes, you are, my little friends. Oh my gosh, yummy, look. Woohoo! I should put a trigger warning here because I know some people don't like worms. Oh, but look at you guys. This is why I don't like moving things too much, because I feel like it disturbs their groove. I don't want to kill anybody. Ugh, but I don't want to pick it up with my hands either. Good work, guys. Let's go. Ugh. Oh, just loads of worms. It looks like a lot of brown. Remember that 25 to 30 to 1. You can speed up the process by cutting your scraps up smaller, breaking your eggshells up, etc., etc. Look at this. Whoa, it's breaking down. Not done, but it's breaking down. You're also trying to turn the sides into the middle and the middle out. So as I'm putting it in to the bin, that's what I'm doing. Of course, the stuff in the middle is more active. You can see like even at the bottom, the leaves are just leaves. And everything in the middle is what's composting. I want to note also on the moistness of the pile. We're looking at the center of the pile, and it's just the right kind of moistness. It's not too wet. It's not soggy. I can't squeeze too much. There's like so many worms. Excuse me, darling. Are you rubbing yourself on the compost? You are silly. Okay, now we're near the bottom, and you don't see worms anymore. Oh, here's one. Not at the rate that we saw them before. So this is a little more done, not ready yet. Lots of eggshells. Okay. I may not have any ready this time around. Even when you think your compost is ready, this is not. But if it was, it still needs time to cure. You could cure it for a while, months, actually, before it's completely cured and ready. So it's a long process. I did buy a big bag of compost from a local community garden, so I'm set until this is ready. So yeah, I personally don't want to turn my compost every other day or what have you, especially during summer. So I use the cold method. So I wanted to introduce this to you so you're aware of it, know that it's an option, and see, yes, it actually works. All of this that you see beautiful, beautiful compost be is what once was just food scraps and leaves, brown stuff, well on its way to making my garden the happiest garden ever. Yeah, this is on its way, but not completely done, so I won't be using this for a while, but I may look back at it in a few months, because it's been sitting over the winter where it doesn't generate the heat that it needs to break down completely. But as it's March 5th and it's already in the high 70s here in Atlanta, so I think in a few months it might be ready to sit and cure. Y'all see here, this is on the very bottom and there's no more worms, so it's just in the last phase before it's ready to cure. So we'll dig in again in about 3 months, and looking for the bottom to be done. This is looking pretty good. Compost, known as black gold. So that's it. Well, I hope this video has helped you understand the cold method of composting and encourages you to compost, because this is the easiest composting method ever. So
Let me know in the comments if you're ready to start composting, if you're using the cold compost method, or if this has inspired you to do that. All right, in the meantime, plant food and grow peace. Known as black gold. Help your plants